Aloha kako. My name is Pua Ishibashi. I'm one of the co-founders of the Aloha Aina Party, along with Don Kaulia and Desmond Haumea, who are actually on Oahu at the other Kamehameha statue, sharing the same good news. So we're very happy to announce that as of 4:01 yesterday, that the Aloha Aina Party is now a official political party for the state of Hawaii, and we're qualified to start fielding candidates for the 2020 elections. We're very excited about this. This is something that we've been working on since 2015, and after multiple attempts, we finally did it. We satisfied all of the state's requirements to be a political party, including a petition with 757 signatures of registered voters. We actually turned in excess of 1,600 signatures. And there was a mandatory 20-day waiting period or objection period, that if there was no objections that was received by the Office of Elections, that we would be official. And that happened yesterday at 4 o'clock. That was the timeline. So at 4:01 we became official automatically. So people have asked me, the Aloha Aina Party, is it a Hawaiian political party? Well, the party was founded by 3 Native Hawaiians, all members of the Royal Order of Kamehameha. The party is based and promotes traditional Hawaiian values such as living aloha, being pono, and ho'oponopono, which means correcting the wrongs. So in that context, we could be considered a Hawaiian party, but it needs to be clear that the party is open to everybody. We're very welcoming and embracive of all, and we'll try to address the concerns and issues of all of the people of Hawaii. So it's not specific to Native Hawaiians. People have also asked me, why a new political party? The current surveys nationally and within the state, over 70% of the people are not happy with politics as it stands today, whether it's their respective political parties, whether it's the elected officials, whether it's county, state, or federal government. People are not happy. And why aren't they happy? They're not happy because of the widespread corruption, broken promises, and a system of making choices and decisions that doesn't include real community input. So enter the Aloha Aina Party. We're hoping to change a lot of those things. We want to change politics as usual. We want to offer a new and better way to do things. If you had to summarize what the Aloha Aina Party represents and means, we have 5 foundational principles, or what we're calling foundational principles. The first is we recognize deity, and we believe it's important to lean on that deity, whatever it may be for you, to receive guidance and inspiration. We also feel it's important to get guidance and inspiration from our kupuna. And we're not talking just simply about the kupuna that's living, but those that have passed on as well. We also believe that in Aloha Kanaka, to truly take care of the people, the fact that we have the highest homeless rate in the nation and one of the highest costs of living in the nation is not taking care of the people. That needs to be addressed. The other thing is what we're calling Malama Aina, that we truly need to take care of the Aina, understanding that there's a symbiotic relationship between the Aina and Kanaka, and that if we take care of the Aina will take care of us, and that some Aina are more sacred than other Aina, that there's value beyond its economic value, and that these special places need to be protected. The other element of the 5 is we believe in government transparency and accountability. The government exists to help the people, and everything should be transparent and to hold government accountable for their acts. as well as their non-acts. The last thing is Ho'oponopono, as it relates to the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom. We believe that is something that needs to be addressed to bring Pono back into the Hawaiian community and the state as well. So the next question is, what do we do now that we're official? The first step is to identify candidates for every office, elected office in the state of Hawaii. That would be at the state level, the county level, and as well as the federal level. So with that said, I'll entertain any questions that anybody may have.
Will you be running candidates in every race?
That is the goal.
Okay.
That's the goal and hope. We believe that we need to create needed change and to start from the inside. And I might also add, if for whatever reason we cannot field a Aloha Aina Party candidate for a specific office, we'll consider looking at those candidates from other parties, and if they reflect the principles and values of the Aloha Aina Party, we may consider endorsing them as well.
Okay. You said this. You've been trying to do this for the 5.
We started in 2016. We were short by 80 signatures. That really hurt. That kind of took the wind out of our sails. We tried again in 2018. Maybe a little half-hearted because we're still hurting from 2016. We weren't close on 2018, and this year in 2019, the founders got together and decided that we need to do this. We need to make this happen, and we reorganized and started our petition drives on every island within the state. And fortunately, we met and exceeded the 757 requirement.
Given everything that's happened in the last year, especially with the TMT situation, do you think that the Aloha Aina Party resonates more with people now than it did in 2016?
Interestingly, in 2016, when we attempted to do this, a lot of the community feedback was, I don't vote, I don't want to get involved, for whatever reason. What we find in 2019 is a completely, or 2019, 2020 is almost a complete shift in that mentality. Now what we're hearing is we need to vote, we need to engage, we need to be part of the political system. That's the most effective way to cause needed change. So we feel that the timing is right. We feel that the community has been cultivated and there's a widespread need, or the feeling for a need of change.
Do you guys have a position statement on the situation on Mauna Kea?
We don't have something in writing, but I can tell you what our position is. If you go back to our first of our 5 principles, which is to recognize deity, that's tied in with the whole freedom of religion and the right of people to have, or the right people have to worship as they please. We feel that this is one of the most important human rights that we can have. So with that in mind, there is a percentage of the community, and I would say it's a growing percentage of the community, that feels for religious reasons Mauna Kea is a sacred place and there should be no development on Mauna Kea. So in support of these individuals that have that religious belief, the Aloha Aina Party would be opposed to the TMT. I might also add that we would advocate for the timely decommissioning of the remaining facilities in a timely manner, again, for religious purposes. And this is our stance and would be our stance for any other religious group that feel similarly about anything else. We need to stand up and protect those rights for everybody.
When looking at the previous stories about the last attempts at the Aloha Aina Party, I think some articles described it as a Hawaiian sovereignty party. Is that an accurate?
Yeah, if you recall the 5 principles that I just outlined, ho'oponopono, one of our principles is to ho'oponopono means to make right what is wrong. We believe that the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom was wrong. We feel that as a party, that needs to be addressed. So does that make us a sovereignty party? You know, I don't know, but sovereignty is a very big part of our political platform. However, I would say it's not at the very top of that platform, but it is a part of our foundation, yes.
That issue takes many forms. Do you guys have a...
It takes many forms, and at this point, you know, we're brand new. We're going to have to get our caucuses going. We're going to have to get our people going. We need to have input from the people.
Yeah, like I know the Democratic Party, they'll sit down and they'll actually vote on a platform. So you guys haven't done that yet, or?
We have a platform, and I might add that...
I should say, like, beyond the 5 things that you named.
Yeah, if you go to our alohainaparty.com, we have our platform, we have our goals, we have our 5 principles, and we also have our values.
Okay. And last question for me is, if someone's like a registered Democrat or Republican, but maybe they would like to vote Aloha Aina, what advice do you have for those folks?
Well, you know, I would tell them to look at, of course, you look at the candidate themselves, what they represent, and this is true for anybody that wants to vote. Don't vote by party, don't vote by race or nationality, vote by the person and what they stand for. So if someone wants to vote with the Aloha Aina party and they feel comfortable about the party and they feel comfortable about the person, then by all means. I might also add that to become a member of the political Aloha Aina political party, we don't have a registration process. There's no fees. You don't have to jump through any hoops. You just have to believe and support our basic 5 principles, and you're a member of the party. And of course, we all know in the primary you vote by party, but in the generals you're free to cross vote between the parties.
Just as a shot in the dark, is there anyone who's running under a separate party that you guys would feel comfortable endorsing at this point, or is that
we still need to look at that?
Yeah, okay.
I mean, we're not even a day old, so there's a lot of things that we need to make determinations on.
Okay.
But thank you. Thank you for
Thank you
your
guys.
questions.
Yeah.
Mahalo.
Thank
Mahalo,
you.
everybody.